The AFC West, Big Baby Sports. Welcome to the AFC Connection, your go-to source for in-depth.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Baby here from Big Baby Sports in the Bolt Zone and on Twitter, Big Baby Jonathan. Welcome to another episode, Chargers versus Giants Week 4 preview. Can Justin Herbert keep the bolts rolling? I'm going to give the keys to the game, how I think the Chargers are going to improve to 4-0, and they're facing a Giants team that's not very good. You cannot take them lightly. They're facing the Giants. It's going to be a great battle. They got a rookie in there, Jackson Dort, rookie out of Ole Miss. And it's going to be interesting to see how he does because he's a rookie. And it's going to be interesting how they do. You know, Chargers, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Jackson Dort is a quarterback that he's facing. The Chargers defense. Chargers defense is number one, the best in the league in stopping the run and the pass. And if I'm the Chargers, I'm blitzing, put packages, put Derwin James at defensive end, blitz him, put him in good defensive packages. Jason Mentor is one of the best defensive coordinators in the game. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see how he does versus this rookie quarterback that everybody's praising about. He has talent. I watched film on him yesterday. I'm going to be honest. He plays like Baker Mayfield and Johnny Manziel. And some people compare him to Patrick Mahomes. People need to cut that out. But the way I saw him film, he does a lot of stands in the pocket a lot. He does run, so Chargers got to get to him. You know what I mean? It's going to be an interesting battle. You know what I mean? It's going to be an interesting battle and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great game. Chargers are 3-0. Want them to improve it to 4-0. We got keys to the game. You know what I mean? Let me see here. But the Chargers are 3-0. Their offense is averaging 27 passing yards per game, ranked second in the league. You know what I mean? Their rushing game is less dominant, 92.3 rushing yards per game. So that's lower. So we got to do better at that. But Omar Hampton did great last game. Scored a touchdown, ran the ball really well. So we got to get him going. But, we got to give the ball to him more. Passing game's been improving. Quentin Johnston, so far has improved his game. So far, most improved player in the league so far, in my opinion. He's leading receivers of 239 yards. You know what I mean? So that's good. You know, the defense is solid. Derwin James, totally below twos there on that defense. They got a great group of defensive players. Tony Jefferson, I'm looking forward to it. They got Deion Hanley, Deshaun Phillips is there, Troy Dye, Marvelly Max is linebackers because Khalil Mack's out and Denzel Perryman's out. So some fresh legs. And then they got Derwin James, Lloyd Gilman, RJ Reckley, Kendall Williamson. So they got good corners and safety to lead Steele, and also Elijah Moore that's coming back on Sunday. So, and also our O-line's kind of banged up too. So, you got to protect Justin Herbert. The Giants got great defensive players over there. Dexter Lawrence, one of the best defensive ends in the game. He's a great player. So Chargers got to do anything they can do to protect him because it's going to be a long game. Because teams that are 0-3, they played bad against the Chiefs. So they're probably gearing up. Okay, we could be the first team to knock off the Chargers. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, we got to stay laser focused. You know what I mean? Chargers got to stay laser focused today to Sunday morning. It's a Monday night. It's a Sunday morning game, 10 a.m. game. So Chargers got to be ready, prepared. And I already know Jim Harbaugh is going to get this team ready. He always gets the team ready because normally former Charger teams would not take the Giants lightly and get smacked. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is Jim Harbaugh is getting his team prepared. He knows what it takes to beat the Giants. You know what I mean? I want to beat the Giants. You know what I mean? Because the Chargers have a great opportunity here in front of them. You got the Giants, they got the Commanders, and the Dolphins. But 1 week at a time, one team at a time, 1 week at a time. So I want the Chargers to improve on the running game, and they did great, but also to protect Justin Herbert, protect him. They got pressured 14 times versus the Denver Broncos. But Broncos, we already knew what was going to come in versus them. So the Giants got great defensive players, but I just feel like the Chargers haven't. I was watching that Chiefs game, and Patrick Mahomes lit up that secondary, lit up the linebackers. They let a lot of open space. So Justin Herbert, let that thing fly. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Also, too, it's going to be interesting how the Chargers defense does against Malik Neighbors, one of the best one of the best up and coming receivers in the game. One of the best up and coming receivers in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how they contain him and stuff. So I just feel like the Chargers are going to do a lot of blitz packages and put Derwin James on the slot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Also, too, Joe Alt, a great Chargers got Joe Alt, Zion Johnson, Brandon Bozeman, but he was out in practice today. Trey Pipkins was out. A couple other players were out. But our running game got to do better because Najee Harrison's out for the season. But we do got Hassan Haskins as a second string. So we got to hold the fort down until we make a trade or something. Because I feel like the Chargers need to go make a trade or get a free agent. You know what I mean? But let me see here. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got to blitz and design. Do a lot of blitz plays against the Giants. You know what I mean? Because this rookie quarterback, we done a lot of film on him. But what I saw film on Ole Miss, you know what I mean? Like I said, he plays like Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? He is a quick passer, so Chargers got to be ready for that. But if I'm the Chargers, I'm doing blitzes. I'm throwing some schemes at him that he hasn't seen before. Because like I said, Jesse Minter is one of the best defensive coordinators in the game. You know what I mean? I want to see this Chargers put an implement on this. They're 3-0. They say, you know what? Let's go to 3-0. Forward on and continue to stack wins. This is a game you have to get. You know, you beat the Broncos, you beat the Raiders and the Chiefs. Okay, now beat a team that's not so good. Everybody's talking about, I understand that. But Giants are not a good team. They're one of the worst teams in the league, in my personal opinion. So Chargers got to go in there with the mindset, let's whoop these motherfuckers. Let's whoop them. Let's make a statement. You know what I mean? But can't look over your opponent. I understand that, but Chargers are a better team overall than the New York Football Giants. So now they got to go out there and execute. Go out there, execute on offense, defense, special teams, all three phases. It's a 60-minute game. 60 minutes, not 30 minutes. So Chargers got to implement offense. I want to see Ladd McConkey get his first touchdown this year. Keenan Allen as always. Quentin Johnston doing his thing. Also, too, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's playing great this year. You know what I mean? One of the best quarterbacks in the league. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because technically, if I'm the Chargers, I tell my team, we're 3-0. Let's try to go get 4-5. Because the Chargers if I'm the Chargers, cool, win division. Let's try to let's go get the number one seed in the whole NFL and get the first round. Like, you have to look at it like that now. You got to have the mindset of, let's see what we can do. We're 3-0. Let's see what other goals we can get. You know what I mean? I want to see this Charger team do great. You know what I mean? But the Chargers defense they're allowing 50 total points over the 3 games, equaling 16.7 points per game. The third down conversion rate defense is solid. So we got to get off the field. Chargers been getting off the field very well. I want to see this Charger team just do what they normally do. Come out with energy and hustle, tenacity, fight. You know what I mean? I want to see the Charger team do great, but I know the Giants got a rookie quarterback in there. He's talented, but we can't underestimate them. But Russell Wilson's going to be there too to back him up, but he says he's not going to retire. But I feel like because to be honest, because the Giants got a tough stretch. They got the Chargers Sunday. They got the Saints. Those are 2 teams that are not good this year. Then they got the Eagles and a couple other teams. But if I'm this, you know what I mean? Because you throw Jackson Dort out there versus the Charger defense, Jesse Mentor, this Charger team, and he has a bad game, that's going to be, we should never play him against the Chargers. And then it's going to be like, okay, now what's the storyline going to be for that? I mean, but they do, the Giants do got good receivers. Dalen Martin, great receiver. They got a couple good running backs. Cam Scott. I'm going to say Cam Scott. Great running back at Arizona State. He's a power back. So Chargers he's a very powerful running back. What is he? I think he's 5'10". So those 5'10" running backs can be physical. So Chargers got to do great, sack him and all that, tackle him, because he can bulldoze you over because he did that against the Chiefs. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But just special teams, they gotta, the kicking game gotta do good too. You know what I mean? Just Justin Herbert, man. We gotta talk about it. And we also gotta give a credit where credit is due. Greg Roman, offense coordinator for the LA Chargers, putting great offensive schemes out there to get his players in the right necessary. Because when he first came to the Chargers, everybody was all worried and panicked. And why is Greg Monroe? Why is he there? He didn't work out with the 49ers. He's been doing better. He's improved. I see a different improvement. He's a lot more aggressive because our offense is working and a lot of our explosive plays are working. So what the Chargers are doing is, okay, our offensive plays are working. Okay, let's go. You know what I mean? And I want to just see this Charger team do some some screen plays, get out there. But I like Greg Roman. He's a great offensive coordinator in his game. And also, too, the reason the Chargers defense is good, too, also, not just the offense is good, too, not just the defense, everything's good. I just feel like just this team is coming together as a team. And these games showed me that what we've been playing like is winning football. You have to have games like this in the playoffs, championship type of moments. You feel me? You're down 7 in the fourth quarter, you make a comeback. Keenan Allen had a great pass from Justin Herbert, Chargers defense, and you need those type of moments. You know what I mean? These moments, everybody's talking about wait to the playoffs. These moments right here are building us for what we can do in the playoffs. You feel me? So I want to see the Chargers team continue to build, stack wins, learn from their mistakes to get better, improve. But the Chargers overall as a team, in my personal opinion, are right up there with the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Ravens are kind of so far. They got and Detroit too. Detroit's up there too in the best in the league. You got the 49ers, you got the Colts up there, but so far for me it's Chargers, Buffalo. Actually, it's Chargers, Eagles, and Bills for the best in the NFL, in my personal opinion. Because we could face the Eagles this year, but we'll talk about that at a different time because we're coming up on them very soon. But so far, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm looking forward to that. Just in general, the Chargers are a team that people need to watch out for. And this ain't the same old Charger team that people Chargers, they're just Chargers. No, we have players and coaches in this organization that are implementing toughness, grit, tenacity, heart. It's like I said, culture change. Jim Harbaugh, he brought coaching winning, and also too, he brought his winning mentality to the Chargers as far as his desire to win, what it takes to win, and all that good stuff. So I like what he's doing. He's putting all his ingredients on the Chargers, and that's what we need because Chargers have not been this good in a long time since the Marty Schottenheimer days, man. You know, it's exciting football for the Chargers, exciting. So I'm taking this 3. You know, I'm excited. I'm happy. You know what I mean? I love what I'm seeing from the Chargers. You know what I mean? But also, too, I think that I'm going to be honest. I think the Chargers getting their ass kicked in the playoffs versus Houston Texans woke them up. It pissed them off. Because usually teams that get their ass kicked in the playoffs kind of have a struggle coming into the next season. But the Chargers looked at it as motivation and said, you know what? We got our ass kicked. We're going to use this ass kicking that we did against the Houston Texans and fuel to the fire and say, you know what? Let's improve on our wins. Let's improve on what we need to do and put it into this season. I see a different Charger team than last. I know it's every year is different, but what I see from a different Charger team is they're using that ass whooping that they got against Houston Texans as fuel to the fire. You know, and Justin Herbert is using that fuel to the fire as well because Justin Herbert is one of the great quarterbacks in the NFL. And I know people talk about his record and he's 0-2 in the playoffs. I understand that. But guess who else was 0-something? Peyton Manning was 0-3 in the playoffs. Peyton Manning was 0-3 in the playoffs, but nobody talked about that. He was 0-3 in the playoffs. Like, people need to start putting respect on Justin Herbert. You feel me? Justin Herbert. You know what I mean? So through the first 82 games, Peyton Manning, Justin Herbert's record, 44-38. Peyton Manning, 44-38. Passing yards, 2-1,953. That's Justin Herbert. Peyton Manning, 2-1,039. Peyton Manning. Passing touchdowns, Justin Herbert, 143. Peyton Manning, 139. Completion percentage, 65.5%. Peyton Manning, 62.8%. Playoff record, 0-2 Herbert. Playoff record, 0-3 Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? So the Chargers, so Justin Herbert, you know what I mean? So, hold on, give me 1 second. Hit that, everybody, let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get them likes up. Yeah. So Justin Herbert and Peyton Manning have the identical playoff records and stats. So Justin Herbert's going to get his first playoff win this year, and people are going to start shutting the hell up because Justin Herbert's a very talented quarterback in this game. You feel me? But the comparison to Peyton Manning and Justin Herbert is there. Their stats prove it. Stats mean everything. You know what I mean? So it's like the stats are there. Peyton Manning was 0-3 in his first 82 games of the year. Or first 282 games, 0-3. Were they making fun of him back then? Probably not. But when it's the Chargers, he can't get it done. But these games have been showing me Justin Herbert is legit. He knows what he's doing, things that I haven't seen in a long time, or I've ever seen from Justin Herbert. He seems more poised. He seems more in the pocket, and he did get his stamina up. And also too, he's healthy. So what I'm saying is Justin Herbert's playing at a high level, and our offense is playing at a high level. And if this continues to happen, Chargers are coming. They're coming for everybody, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. And this is part of football. We have a great team. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what Raider fans say. I don't care what Chiefs fans say or Broncos. Those three teams cannot talk to me because we whooped them three teams. I know we got them deadline, but as of right now, we got bragging rights until we play y'all again. But what I'm saying is, and here's the thing too. I understand that we don't have any rings. I understand that Raider fans, you always say no rings. But guess what? That's going to change in the Jim Harbaugh era. I'm telling you right now. We will win a Super Bowl with Jim Harbaugh. I'm telling you right now. We have the team to do it. We have the desire to do it. And I think that's the ultimate goal for this Chargers team is to go do what you got to do to win the Super Bowl. And that's the ultimate goal for the teams that are playing great. But what I'm saying is we will win a ring in the Jim Harbaugh era. Because Jim Harbaugh's just this team is great, y'all. This team is great. We're bringing winning back to the Chargers. Because guess what? I've been through a lot as a Charger fan. Through all the coaches we had. We went through first. It was after Marty Schottenheimer, Norv Turner. I think it was Brandon Staley, Anthony Lynn. We had through a lot of coaches. We had a lot of down years. Had a lot of heartbreaking losses, man. It's part of sports. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, it's the Chargers are a team that people need to start watching out for. Because I know you got the Colts in there, but what Daniel Jones is doing with the Colts, somebody at the Giants should be fired immediately. Because I see a different Daniel Jones. It's crazy what the Colts were able to do with Daniel Jones, turn his career around. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the Colts coaching staff that's getting him into a spot. So you feel me? So it's like, let's see here. Shout out to everybody on Twitter, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my boy Jordan for retweeting it. Everybody hit them likes up. Let's get them likes up. But yeah, Chargers, man. But yeah, man, Chargers gotta, also too, the Chargers didn't get any turnovers last game. I want to see the Chargers force turnovers. I feel like for Chargers to beat the Giants, Chargers are going to beat the Giants. Everybody thinks it's a trap game. Okay, for me, if it's a trap, what I don't understand is when people say it's a trap game, then why show up as a team? Do you think players are going to go into this game? It's a trap game. It's a trap game. I'm scared. No, it's football. Why do people think that games are trap games? I don't understand why they think games are trap games or why games are games that you should lose or it's a schedule loss. I'm sick of it. I hate when people say it's a schedule loss. Then why show up as a team or a fan? Why show up as a team or a fan if you think that? You're supposed to go into any type of game, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat this team. I don't understand why fans say, That's a schedule loss. Oh, do you think players and coaches really think that? You think the Chargers look at the schedule? Nah, yeah, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose against the Giants. It's a scheduled loss. Scrap. Do you think the great Tom Brady, the great Peyton, all these great quarterbacks of all time, do you think they would look at the schedule and be like, Tom Brady looks at the schedule and says, "Oh, it's a schedule loss. Oh, it's a schedule." Like, I don't understand that concept. Like, it should be no schedule loss in basketball and MLB and sports in general. You think the great Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and then they look at the schedule, oh, we got the Celtics or we got the Jazz, oh, schedule loss. I'm moving on. No. So people need to stop that narrative about schedule losses and it's a trap game. Like, the Giants and Chargers are two NFL teams. There's no such thing for me. My personal opinion. Everybody has their different opinion on their podcasts and their shows and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. But my personal opinion, there's no such thing for trap games. In my personal opinion. You play the sport to win. You don't look at the schedule and be like, what the hell? I'm going to lose against the Giants. What? No. Oh, that pisses me off when fans say that. When NFL fans say that, Charger fans and Laker fans, when I do podcasts on Big Baby Sports, the Laker fans say, "Oh, it's a schedule loss. We're losing to the Bobcat or the Charlotte Hornets." Then why have the why? Okay, if people think this is a trap game or it's a schedule loss, then don't put your best players out there. Don't put your best players out there if you think that. Don't show up as a fan. Don't show up to watch the game if you think that it's a scheduled loss. You feel me? You gotta go out there with the mindset. We're gonna go out there, play great, and beat the New York Football Giants. You know what I mean? So it's like, nah. I don't think this is a scheduled loss. I don't think this is a trap game. I think it's a game where it can be like, okay, we gotta see what they do because Jackson Dort is not on, like, they don't film on him, but you can use film from college. You feel me? So it's gonna be interesting to see how the Chargers. I just really want to see the Chargers defense make a statement, big time, because Chargers defense is one of the best in the game. And like I said this on my last podcast, Derwin James is the best safety in football, and you can line him up in the nickel. You can put him at the defensive end. You can blitz him. He can go everywhere on the field. He can blitz packages, play great defense. He's he's the best defensive safety in the game. You feel me? So the Chargers have a great team. They have a great team so far. Justin Herbert's going to do his thing. Amari Hampton's going to turn up. You know what I mean? So I want to see this Charger team do the running game more. But if it's not working, do passing. Pass. So far, the passing game's been working. But also, too, Amari Hampton can catch the pass out of the backfield, too. So that's the plus, too. Even though Najee Harrison's out for the year, it's not forced. Now we got to go to free agency or do something on our practice squad. Vidal's from the practice squad, too. He's played last year with the Chargers. Great. He did his thing. He could score a touchdown. Did his thing on third down. So I want to see this Charger team implement the run more. Implement the run. And also, too, time of possessions. Protect the football. We had 2 turnovers versus the Broncos. I want to limit the turnovers on our side, but force turnovers against the Giants, because I feel like that Giants team is not playing for their coach on the Giants. They're not playing for Daboll over there on the Giants. They're not. I could tell. You know how I know? Because I experienced that. But when Brandon Staley was here, the players that were there when we had Brandon Staley still here didn't fight for, in my personal opinion, didn't fight for Brandon Staley. They gave up on it. They gave up on him on the last 2 games when we got beat by the Raiders by a lot. And people still keep talking about that 62-21 loss. Cool. Congratulations. Go put that up in the banner in Vegas for you guys. You feel me? So it's like, I know that the Giants are going to fire this coach. If they lose, well, to be 0-4 Sunday, in my opinion, they could go 0-4 or 5. They could go 0-7, 0-8, and he'll be fired. You know what I mean? I could tell this team lost respect for their coach. I could tell because I experienced it with my team with the Chargers. Brandon Staley, Anthony Lynn, Norv Turner back in the day. And it's just time to move forward. The Giants got to move forward with the new coach. I feel like they need a new experienced coach to get the quarterback in there. They got 3 great talented players, with the Giants, so they could build around them, move forward for the future. But this quarterback for the Giants he's putting in the fire. So Chargers got to say, you know what? Let's show this rookie what it is and go crazy. I want to see that, like, for real, man. I want to see this Charger team turn up and do a lot of blitzing and all that great stuff, man. But what I'm saying is, if you're up early, it's a 60-minute football. I get it. Shout out to all the Charger fans. Follow me on my new channel, The Bolt Zone. So it's like, it's a 60-minute game of football. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to every game this year. Charger football's back. Also, too, NBA is coming around the corner, too. So I'm going to be doing a lot more Laker content on Big Baby Sports. Go subscribe to that channel. And go subscribe to Big Baby Sports and The Bolt Zone. Got my 2 channels up live. But, yeah, man. Chargers are going to beat. Oh, shit. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Salute. Appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? Everybody go subscribe to my new channel, The Bolt Zone. All that great stuff. You know what I mean? I'm going to put the comment section down below. Bolt Zone. So it's going to pop up on the screen. But yeah, man. Everybody on YouTube and Twitter, man, go subscribe to my new channel, my Charger channel as well, The Bolt Zone. Go subscribe there. Go subscribe there. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Chargers are going to win. I'm gonna say they're going to put up at least 40 points. 40 points against the Giants. I'm going to be honest. I know Giants got great defense. I understand that. But I feel like the Chargers are going to put up 40-plus points against the New York Football Giants. What's going on, Micah? Hey, you play you guys on Sunday, man. It's going to be a good game. You know what I mean? Chargers offense look good. Defense look good. How do you feel about starting your quarterback on Sunday? Like I said, Chargers are going to put at least 30 to 40 points on this team. You know, you throw a rookie in there. You know what I mean? The rookie might have one of those rookie performances where it's one of the worst. And then, you know, this Charger defense is legit. This team is different. This Charger team feels different. I've been a fan for a lot of years since the LT days. It's been a lot different. Like, it feels different. The energy feels different about this team. This Charger team is different in a good way. You know what I mean? I love it. I'm excited and stuff. But yeah, Michael, my new Charger channels right here, man. Go subscribe and all that stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what we do on Sunday. But yeah, man, Chargers got some games that they can take care of. Also, too, everybody's asking me on Twitter, DMing me about what should the Chargers do for the running back. I said they should go trade for Alvin Kamara. Go have Amari Hampton, Alvin Kamara in the backfield. That'd be deadly. But they're probably gonna get somebody from the practice squad or free agency. You got Zeke Elliott out there, Gus Edwards from a Charger, and stuff like that. So it's like, it is what it is. I think the Chargers are gonna stick with what they have and give the keys ignition of Amari Hampton. I'm scared to play anybody. I'm scared to play anybody. I think it can go either way. But Dort, he'll either be running the offense or running. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of packet. They'll stand up in the shotgun hike, run it. Chargers know how to handle that because they did experience with Patrick Mahomes this year, so they know what it takes to. I'm not saying he's on the level of Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about how the offense is run. You know what I mean? So it's like Charger. Like I'm saying, people think I'm crazy. This Charger team is up there. I know 3-0. Let me ask you this: if another team was 3-0 in our division, everybody would be popping champagne, turning up, hey, pop my collar. We haven't been 3-0 in a long time. I know people talking about we went 8-8 that year. That was with, I know Mario Schottenheimer was on that team, but we have John Harbaugh. He can get us in the right directions. You know what I mean? Lead us in the right direction, lead us into what we need to get to. You feel me? Like, I love what I'm seeing, man. I'm telling you, man. The Chargers team is a different team. They're a different animal out there. They're a different breed out there. You just seem more like we're together as a team. We have chemistry clicking. Everything's clicking so far. You know what I mean? And I just feel like the Chargers, Justin Herbert, is like I said, the MVP conversation. You know what I mean? So it's like, I love it. I love my Chargers. You know what I mean? We're continuing to do great things. We're continuing to do great things with the Chargers. You know what I mean? So hit that like button, everybody. Hold on real quick, y'all. Typing in. Oh, yeah, shout out to. Also, too, that's my other Twitter, Bolt Zone. Go follow me on there as well. Let me see. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody watching the stream. Everybody watching the stream tonight. But yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot. Oh yeah, Andre James is yeah. So there's a lot of people on the injury report. Malika Betten, he has concussion, so he ain't gonna play. Bradley Bozeman, he didn't practice yesterday. Desir Davis didn't practice. Will Disley didn't practice. Deshaun Hand didn't practice. Cam Hart he practiced. Dante Jackson was limited. Rick Laventio didn't practice. Elijah Moore limited. And Trey Pipkins didn't practice. So Chargers have a lot of people on injured reserve, injured on injury report. Hopefully, some of those players I just mentioned play on Sunday, but it's going to be a battle. I know it's going to be a battle. I know it's going to be any game. It's going to be a battle. So it's crazy. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, everybody hit that like button, everybody. And, I know basketball Lakers stuff's coming on at 1:30. Talk about that a different day, different time, different day for that. Charger content is where to go from here right now. But I'll be back with Lakers stuff. But make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to Big Baby Sports as well, and the Bolt Zone, and follow me on Twitter, Big Baby Jonathan. Also, follow me on Instagram, Big Baby Jonathan _ Let's continue to build these wins, y'all. Continue to build these wins, and let's just continue to build wins, man. Like I said, Chargers are going to win 41-21 or 31-21 or 34-21. It's going to be in that time frame. But like I said, I didn't care if I win by 3 points, 1 point. As long as you get a win, game-winning field goal, kicker the dicker, cool. As long as you get the win, get out there. I don't care if it's, like I said, 23-21, win by 1, win by 2. As long as you get the win. You know what I mean? It's sports. It's the NFL. You can win by 1 point, 2 points, game-winning field goal, interceptions for the win. I want to see the Chargers. About if you ask me if you can predict, if you ask me, Big Baby, what do you want to see the Chargers do? It can happen if you say it. Chargers whoop the Giants ass, 41-21, something along that. You feel me? But after this live, people that watch it later in the day, make sure you guys comment down below. Comment your thoughts about the game. What do you want to see the Chargers improve on for next game? What do you want to see the Chargers moving forward as a team and as a unit? Because the Chargers, so far, I know they got the offensive line problems, but hey, against Denver, anybody's gonna have problems against the Broncos. They're one of the best in the league defense, but offensive line's got to improve too to protect Justin Herbert. But if Justin Herbert gets blitzed, he can run the football or throw it out. You know what I mean? Check down, boom. You know what I mean? I'm predicting this here right now. Keenan Allen's gonna have Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston, and Lyle McConkey are gonna have a breakout game on Sunday. You know what I mean? Chargers are gonna do a lot of great plays on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to more games for football. So make sure you guys hit that like button, Big Baby Sports in the Bolt Zone. It's been your boy, Big Baby. You guys have a good one. And who has got it better than us? Nobody. Go Chargers, baby. Bolt up, baby. Let's get it. Go Chargers.